Ghana's inflation rate has dropped to 18.4% in May 2025, the lowest level recorded since February 2022, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. This marks the fifth consecutive month of decline, down from 21.2% in April. This development comes as Ghana slowly recovers from economic challenges, including currency depreciation, global shocks, and underperformance in export sectors like cocoa and gold. At a press briefing here in Accra, government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu attributed the drop mainly to reduced transport fares following fuel prices. He also noted that non-food inflation saw a significant decline, indicating broad relief across sectors. He said the easing inflation trend reflects sustained macroeconomic improvement. He highlighted factors such as tighter fiscal and monetary policy, relative exchange rate stability, favorable global price conditions, and improved market sentiment as key contributors to the disinflation.
The Consumer Price Index for May 2025 is 260.5, up from 258.6 in April 2025 and 220 in May 2024. The year-on-year inflation for May 2025 stood at 18.4%. And this 18.4% shows a decline by 2.8 percentage points from April 2025 inflation of 21.2%, and a 4.7 percentage point drop over the 12-month period from May 2024 inflation of 23.1%, signaling notable easing of inflationary pressures. This suggests that price increases are slowing down compared to last year, an encouraging development for households' budgets and economic stability. The monthly inflation between April 2025 and May 2025 was 0.7%, slightly down from the 0.8% recorded in April 2025. This indicates a stable price environment in the short term, with no sharp spikes in consumer prices in recent months. The data shows that the May 2025 inflation is 1, the fifth consecutive decline in year-on-year inflation, 2, the sixth consecutive decline in month-on-month inflation, and 3, the lowest year-on-year inflation rate since February 2022. The inflation trend we are witnessing shows sustained deceleration. This trend underscores the effectiveness of recent monetary and fiscal measures, the recent appreciation of the cedi against the major international currencies, favorable external price dynamics, and positive market sentiment. The disinflation process is expected to continue in the coming months to fully reflect the impact of favorable economic factors, including the appreciation of the cedi.
Producer Price Inflation (PPI), which tracks prices at the factory gate, also dropped to 18.5% in April from 24.4% in March, reinforcing the overall downward trend. Despite these gains, inflation remains above the Bank of Ghana's medium-term target of 8%. The central bank continues its cautious monetary policy stance to anchor inflation expectations and consolidate stability.
This simultaneous decline in both the headline and core inflation signals easing price pressures across both general and core consumption baskets. With regards to inflation on goods versus services, inflation in goods was 20.1% and remains higher than inflation in services, which was 14.3%. And inflation in goods, if you look on the screen, you would see that it's actually contributing the bulk of May's inflation. In fact, it contributes about 73% of the inflation in May. I'm talking about goods. Now, the goods inflation declined by 1.7 percentage points to 20.1 in May 2025 from 21.8% in April 2025, but it continues to dominate the inflation landscape. Month on